It's a very special evening here at You Don't Know Jack. Why is it special? I'm here, you're here, and, heck, it's not special at all. Just another ordinary game. How many ordinary players do we have tonight? Okay, great. Now, player one, type in your name, please. Okay, player two, we're all waiting with bated breath. Now, and player three, show us your
45
mastery
seconds.
over the alphabet. Yo, one more thing. You looking for a 21-question game or more like a 7-question tournament game? Gotcha covered.
30
no
seconds.
Problem. Player one, you want to buzz in on the letter Q. That's Q as in Quizly. Player two, your buzzer is B. That's B as in Benoit. And player three, you have the letter P as in pajama.
I got a bad feeling about this.
20 seconds. That's 20.
Yikes, we're at 20 already. All right, you're going to get a bunch of questions. First person to hit their buzzer gets first crack at the cash. Pick the answer you think is right and hit the number on the keyboard. Got it? Good.
10 seconds.
Good luck.
9.
Okay,
8,
and get rid of the desktop.
7,
Let's go to
6,
black. All right, folks, see you on the other
4,
side.
3.
Heavenly Critters Pet Cemetery. For those times when your love doesn't fit in a shoebox.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, excellent. You know, 3 is a very lucky number for some people, and there's 3 of you here, so what? Let's move on. Now, my friends, please join hands. All right, let's get going by passing out the hardware. Listen up. Say the question comes up and your neighbor gets that Mount Rushmore look on their face like they don't know what's going on. It's a perfect time to buzz in, hit the S key, and screw them. Then they gotta answer. Got it? Keep your arms inside the car at all times while the game is in motion. We're off. Player 1, tell me what's happening. Open wide and get ready for stuffing instead of pilgrims. You get this one right and it's $3,000. Just step up and take a swing at this one. It's Thanksgiving, and to celebrate, you've invited the person who made it a national holiday. What will you have to get to make your guests comfortable? A glass for George to soak his teeth in, a musket stand for Governor Bradford, a taller ceiling so Abe can wear his hat inside, or an extra room for Massasoit's 90 Warriors. Player 2, it's yours. Abraham Lincoln made Thanksgiving an official national holiday to be celebrated the 4th Thursday of November. I hear Lincoln's a great dinner guest, just don't take him up on those theater tickets for afterwards. Player 2, take your pick. The category? Reasons not to buy a watch from the guy in a raincoat. Get it right, I'm handing over $2K. Hope you brought your suit. It's time to get wet. If the watches and artist Salvador Dali's Persistence of Memory were to be promoted in a commercial, what tagline would be most appropriate? Takes a punching and keeps on munching, takes a belting and keeps on melting, takes a cleaning and keeps on screaming, or takes a whacking and keeps on quacking? Up to you, player 3. The clocks and Dolly's Persistence of Memory all appear to be melting. To which I say, hey Dolly, keep your swatch away from the heater. Player 3, give me some category. Okay, give it up for... I hear they're putting in an escalator, and you pocket $2,000 if you get this one. Put it in gear, 'cause here we go. Which of the following describes in order the musical happenings in the Led Zeppelin song Stairway to Heaven? Starts softly, gets louder, ends softly, starts loudly, gets softer, ends loudly, starts off fast, gets faster, ends suddenly, or starts slowly, gets loud, ends with drum solo. Player 3, make it happen. Player 1, player 2, who wants it? Player 1. The 7-minute, 55-second song begins with a nice soft guitar, gets louder and more intense throughout, and ends with a nice soft vocal. It starts soft and lasts less than 8 minutes. No wonder I relate to that song so well. Player 1, give me a category. And this one is, that's a pack jack. This one's worth $1,000. Flex those fingers, cause here it comes. Considering his troublesome followers, which of these specialists would be most qualified to help Pac-Man? A parasitologist, a psychopharmacologist, a parapotomologist, or a parapsychologist? Player 1, hit it. Parapsychology is the study of the paranormal, or those events which are not explained by natural law, like the ghost that harassed Pac-Man and his family. However, he'll need to call someone else about his tendency to eat the ghosts. Player 1, hit me with the category. You don't wanna blow it on number 5. The selection is, so let's have eggplant at every meal. $3,000 for this one. I don't think I even need to ask this, but do you remember the little ditty, Beans, Beans, the musical fruit? Well, according to the song, the more you eat, the more you toot. But say you were to create a song about the eggplant. Based on the Sanskrit origin of its name, what would be the best lyric? The more you eat, the more you die. The more you eat, the less you toot. Tooting while eating is the joy of life. Or toot, toot, tooty, goodbye. All yours, Player 1. Aubergine, or what Americans call the eggplant, comes from a Sanskrit word that means anti-fart vegetable. Which seems contrary to calling it eggplant. Player 1, it's up to you. What's next? May I introduce reading, writing, and roughage. Looks like this one's going for $1,000. We've all heard of body language, right? In your bowels, your colon is connected to your rectum. Considering the primary role of a colon in English grammar, what is most likely true? Your rectum contains a list or series, your rectum is a dependent clause, your rectum is a passive verb, or your rectum uses a foreign phrase or object. Player 3, do it. One of the primary uses of a colon is to signal the beginning of a list or series in a sentence. And after a few too many trips to the buffet table, your colon will be sending signals like Morse code. Your call, Player 3. Uh-oh, left nut kick, I'm sore.
It's time for equalization.
Take a look at your gibberish category. What's in the package from the crazy guy? How about $5,000 to start this gibberish question? All right, as soon as you know the answer, buzz in, because I'm taking away some cash every second and a half. Okay, listen to this gibberish phrase and tell me what song lyric it rhymes with. Nuts! A freak sends me Zen death. And don't think about the punctuation. First clue, it's an REM lyric. It's an REM lyric about what a freak said to Dan Rather. Player 2, it's in your court. Type in your answer and hit return. So they took a crazy guy's rant and made it into song lyrics. Like I always say, who needs writers? Player 2, give me something.
We'll call it a date if you can answer question 8.
Let's see what we got going. Weird things you won't find at Spencer Gifts. $2,000 says you don't know this one. Ready? Imagine this. If your chia pet were suffering from alopecia, what would happen to its hair? It would fall out, it would have dandruff, it would turn white, or it would develop split ends. Take a shot, Player 2. Alopecia is the medical term for baldness. When this happens, you've got to spring for the extra $5 Rogaine seed pack. Your pick, player 2. How about it?
Reinovi is number 9.
Shake hands with Raisins. This one can net you $1,000. Heads up, here it comes. If the California Raisins are your raison d'etre, which of the following is most likely the case? You work for a California Raisin, you live in a California Raisin, you wear California Raisins on your feet, or you live for the California Raisins. Player 3, make it happen. Raison d'etre means reason for living. Yep, set your sights low, that's what I say. Player 3, tell me what's on your mind. You, my friend, better start getting comfortable, cause this one could get steamy. You're joining in on a 3-way. Okay, this is simple, but hear me out anyway. You're gonna see a 3-way like this one. When the correct 3-way member is lit up, buzz in. If you make a match, you pocket $1,000. But be careful, if you don't make a correct match, you'll lose some cash every time you're wrong. But don't be misled, this question may or may not have anything to do with the 3-way as a group. And here we go. Looks like our category for this one is, well, I'll be a duck's uncle. And for this one, we've got 3 little ducks, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. Okay, hand on your buzzer. Here's your 3-way.
Oh, yes! Ow! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
That's all we got. Now, let's see how you did. Player 1, I wouldn't call you a stallion, but it looks like you were leading the field on this one. Let's see who's leading the game now. Player 1, you pulled out ahead. Nicely done. And now we return to our regularly scheduled program. Okay, we're halfway home. Let's see how round 2 treats you. Start off 1 screw apiece. Let me pull some out here. What the hell is that? Okay, here you go. Now remember, you've all got screws, so you might as well use them. Just buzz in and hit the S key to force someone to answer the question. When else is screwing gonna be that simple? Player 1, your choice. What are we doing? Well, looks like this category is, file this, you bastards. How does $4,000 grab you? Okay, sit back, relax, and imagine it's April 15th, the tax deadline. As you're sitting there complaining while filling out your tax forms, which of these mutterings would be factually accurate? I wish the U.S. had skipped the year 1903. Progressive tax? How is this progress? Damn the French for thinking of this. Or, I can't believe I pay 80%. Player 3, who would you like to screw today? You're screwed, Player 1. Give me an answer. U.S. income tax is a progressive tax. In other words, as your income progressively rises, so does your ability to find a tax lawyer who can get you out of paying. Guess what, Player 3? You're the one who's screwed. Let's have a category, Player 1. This one likes to go by, I've got your yard arm right here, little buddy. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Let's see how you handle this one. If the SS Minnow hoisted a yellow flag before grounding on that uncharted desert isle, what would that signify to other sailors? Ship foundering, send help. Cygnus aboard, send doctor. Mechanical problems, send engineer. Or out of lemons for gin and tonic, send fruit. Player 3, do it. A solid yellow flag called a yellow jack tells other sailors that the ship is carrying infectious disease. Or that Gilligan has wet his hammock again. Player 3, you make the call.
A do-si-do for the big 13.
Pucker up for pencil alternatives. And get this one right, you got 4K coming your way. Hey, I'm trying to remember what the name of that one toy thing is, and when you can help me out, buzz in and start typing. It's that thing kids draw with. It's filled with that silver gunk. Player one, it's all you. Type in your answer and hit return. The toy kids draw with that has knobs, silver gunk, and screws up if you shake it is an Etch-a-Sketch. Thank goodness someone invented something to replace the hard-to-use pencil. Player one, ante up. Now serving, when governments and lawyers pick on little kids. Think you could handle $6,001 bills? Hey, does everybody remember that cute little kid who sang "You Are My Sunshine" in the French's Mustard commercial? Suppose the state whose official song is "You Are My Sunshine" decided to sue the kid in the ad over intellectual property. What would be the name of the court case? Nevada versus Little Woogums, Louisiana versus the endearing Moppet, New York versus the singing Rugrat, or Florida versus a wad of cuteness? Player two, grab it. One of the two official state songs of Louisiana is "You Are My Sunshine." Yeah, the other one is "I passed out nude in a stinking puddle of my own vomit and feces on Bourbon Street." It's a ballad. Your turn, player two. What's it gonna be? Excellent choice, player two. Players one and three, get away from the keyboard, because player two, it's time to play Dis or Dat. And this Dis or Dat questions category is, they were actually abducted by aliens. All right, listen up. I'm going to read off 7 facts, and for each one, I want you to tell me whether it applies to Abraham Lincoln, John F. Kennedy, or both. If the fact only applies to Lincoln, press 1. If it only applies to Kennedy, press 2. If it's both, press 3. And press 4 if you want to skip. I'll give you $1,000 for a right answer, but $1,000 off for each one you miss or any that you just don't get to. Okay, can I have 30 seconds on the clock, please? Let's dance. Assassinated Lincoln. Elected in 1860. Elected in 19. Succeeded by a guy named Johnson. Had a secretary named Lincoln. Had a secretary named Kennedy. Last one, 7 letters in his last name. That's all she wrote. Thing of beauty, let's see your new score. Oh well, just another day at the office. All right, let's move on. Player 3, what looks good to you? This one's called, ever have that not-so-fresh feeling? Play your cards right, you win $4,000. Put your tray in the upright position, it's time for takeoff. Say they pepped up boring old panty shields by making them out of the same thing as the Canadian shield. What would be the best slogan for the new Canadian panty shields? Rock solid protection, it has feathered wings as comfortable as a Mountie saddle, or warning, may cause static shock. Player 2, who do you want to screw? Gotta answer it, player 1. A Mountie's saddle, so it's a panty shield made of leather. Well, you'd have to wear it a few times to get it broken in. Player 2, player 3, who's going for it? For the curious, here's the right answer. The Canadian Shield is a huge rock formation that covers parts of Canada and the U.S. I'm assuming these would only be used on heavy days. Player 3, time to make a decision.
Number 17.
Coming at you.
Shall we play a game?
Get a right answer, you're walking away with $4,000. Looks like it's time to fill in the blank. Get ready to buzz in and type your answer. Here we go. All right, how do you complete this phrase?
Come on down, you're the next contestant on.
Yeah, let's see what you...
You're the next contestant on The Price is Right.
And if you hear those words, run for your life, because you're about to look like an ass. Player 1, hit me with the category. Well, what do we have here? Lay it on me. 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Let's see if you can wrap your head around this. While vacationing in Hawaii, you decide to try some food unique to the islands. What will you be served if you order the state fish steamed with garlic butter? Huma huma nuka nuka wapu ah, come on I wanna leia, mahi mahi, or kamehameha? Player 1, hit it. Huma huma nuka nuka wapu ah. It's a small, brightly colored fish whose name is longer than its entire body. Player 1, tell me what's happening. Step right up for question 19. Say hello to... Don't blank or you'll miss it. You get 4,000 clams for this one. Okay, wake up, because for this question, I need you to listen closely. In the future, everyone will be famous for...
Time's up.
Oh, come on. Who would most likely have said this? Player 1. Andy Warhol had said in the future, everyone will be famous for 15 minutes. And with my luck, my 15 minutes will be while I'm taking a dump. Player 1, give me a category.
Question number 20.
Here we have, a mountain couldn't, but Diana Ross could. How does $4,000 grab you? Let's rock. Because it's not specifically mentioned as a deterrent in the song Ain't No Mountain High Enough, which of these possibly could keep me from you? Death Valley, Mount Everest, the Thames River, or the Mojave Desert? All yours, Player 1. Diana sings that neither mountains, valleys, or rivers will keep her from you, but she doesn't say anything about deserts. See, that's covered in the follow-up hit, Ain't No Desert Dry Enough. Player 1, your choice. What are we doing? All rise, the attack is now in session. If you see two words that go together on the screen, buzz in and you've got $2,000. Hit your buzzer when they don't go together. You can kiss $2,000 goodbye. Here's the fun part.
Remember the clue.
The words only match if they fit this clue. Will your group be joining you? Yeah, will your brain be joining you is more like it. Good luck. I guess having two other players breathing down your neck makes you a little nervous, huh, player two? You barely pulled that one out. Next time you play together, just look them in the eye and tell them,
You don't know. Great show, everybody. Lovely work as usual. Raoul Han, what's going on now?
Listen, players, if you want to do like a grudge match or something, just let me know when you're ready, all right?
These dolls are made out of the toughest plastic.
They're not dolls, they're action figures.
Are they small representations of the human form?
Yes.
Then they're dolls. And they come with mix-and-match fashion accessories.
That's removable battle armor, and they have action grip hands.
Perfect for tea parties.
Medieval tech action figures. They're not dolls.
Have you been throwing away that old mayonnaise? How condiments could improve your love life tonight.
Hey, you guys, can I put on makeup and talk about boys with you?
Ew. Gross me at the door.
All the kids used to be mean to me at school because I eat paste and wet my chair. But now I've got a My Little Doppelganger doll, and everybody loves me.
You're all gonna grow up to be drunken whores, so shove it where the sun don't shine or I'll poison your lip gloss.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
It's also good for my dumb brother. Hey, Biff, Mommy said I could go to the mall with you.
Who told you to take your head out of the toilet, you little freak?
You wear girls' underwear and rub your wee-wee.
Saddle up, Tex. We're going shopping. Yeah.
And it works really great on grown-ups.
Cindy, turn off the TV and go to bed.
I'll go to bed when I'm good and ready, you pathetic nobody.
Oh, I guess a few more minutes won't hurt.
My Little Doppelganger is my best friend. Mwah.
Keep your gross lips off me and do something about that canker sore, would ya?
My Little Doppelganger. Also available, My Little Split Personality and My Little Addiction.
See what's inside this month's Just For Her magazine.
10 sexy new hairdos.
Fat-free entrees. Starve yourself in style.
How to tell if he secretly hates you.
12 tips for a sexy belly button.
5 personality traits you should always hide. A token career article.
More reasons never to leave the house without makeup.
He'll like you if you put your own needs aside.
Your breasts can defy gravity. Here's how.
Yes, you can force him to love you.
There's always something to obsess about. Just for her.
There's a killer in your house, and it's lurking right under your feet. Learn about killer carpets tonight.
Are you desperate for a second income? Have a really high pain threshold? If so, University Hospital is looking to pay subjects big money for practically nothing.
Twice a week I'm paid to take pills and drink stuff. You know, sometimes I'm a little moody when I come home to my girlfriend, but like that's anything new.
Can't get to sleep at night? Might as well be paid for your anxieties.
The glare from the lights can get annoying, but at the 20-hour mark, you don't even notice the wires and IV tubes. My kids want guitar lessons. It's all for them.
Why sit around at home watching TV when you can get paid to do it at a research facility on drugs?
Once a month, I let med students give me rectal exams. It's not like I'm a prostitute or anything. I'm paid good money to let people probe my ass.
Call 1-800-ME-FOR-SALE and get rich quick, because you don't need to be dead to sell your body to science.
Psst, ladies, is your biological clock ticking? If so, try the new fertility ring. It's a mood ring that tracks ovulation. It's simple. When it's that special time, the stone is blue.
The ring is blue. Randy, take me now.
I'm watching the game.
I said now.
Okay, whoa!
When you're barren, the stone is black.
Come on, baby, give me something.
Back off, Randy.
But honey...
Read the ring.
No more messy temperature readings, no more counting days. Just watch for the blue stone and get busy.
That was great, honey.
Yeah, I bet I'm knocked up.
Thanks, fertility ring.
Fertility ring. When it's blue, you screw.